We are going to start having babies here at the Twin Eagle Ranch any day now. Any day. We've got 19 mamas in the pen up there, a couple of yearlings that may even be have babies, we don't know, but we've got 19 mamas. We have got several mamas running around here in the woods around the house that's got big bellies. They're going to start having babies. We've got Snow White, who's been bred and her belly sticking out on both sides. It looks like she may have twins. Wouldn't it be something if she had triplets? I've told the story of Lucy, our pet deer, which we lost Lucy to an injury back really shortly after Chris had her stroke in April last year. Lucy was such a special deer. Her and I bonded a bond that hardly ever happens between a human being and a deer. I mean, she went in the boat with me. If she saw me swimming out in the lake, she would swim out to me in the boat and try to get in the boat. She would get in the boat. She'd jump in the boat while I was on a boat trailer sitting here in the yard. But she would get in from the dock and go fishing with me. And she just was a remarkable pet deer. And but the most remarkable thing that Lucy ever did, and I've told the story, and you can go back here and look at it on YouTube, the entire story of Lucy, how she showed up in the yard at a day old, probably abandoned by her mother. She was probably the smallest deer of triplets. Probably, we don't know that for a fact. But the most remarkable thing happened when Lucy herself had triplets in the wild. She had triplets, 150, 200 yards from the house. We knew she was just getting so big and so close. We kept hoping that she would have them in the building, but she had them in the wild, and we went out looking for her because she wasn't here like she is every morning at breakfast, because we thought she's having those babies or she's had those babies, and so we went out to find them, and we found them. And here's what happened, the most remarkable and most watched video that we have ever done. You just gotta see this again. Hi, baby. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Looky there. This is the infamous pump house where Jimmy took a bath. Oh, what have you got, Lucy? What have you got, Lucy? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What have you got, baby? Oh, look at the little baby lay down. Look at the little baby lay down. Just one, looks like. No, she's got two. There's another one. There's another one. She just had the other one. She just had the other one. Look at that. She's cleaning the other little baby off now. She's got twins. She's got twins. Oh, good girl, Lucy. Good girl, Lucy. Is that exciting? Oh, look at the other little baby. You see the one lay her head down. She's hiding. Now, she doesn't know that we're friendly. She doesn't know that we're... Beamer, come here. Beamer, come here. No. Come here. You stay up here. Hi, Melbourne. You stay up here, Beamer. Beamer. Beamer, you stay up here. You stay here. Lucy's got some babies. You can't go down there. Hey, look at Melbourne. Melbourne come around. Melbourne said, what's going on down here? What's going on? Melbourne, I guess you're an uncle. A step-uncle. Look at that.
Step-brother.
A step-brother. Yeah, I guess that'd be right. A step-brother. Beamer, you stay here. Now, that one's just born. I don't think we'll mess with them right now. I'll wait and get Apache a little bit. I think I will take them up to the... Hi, Lucy. What do you have? Get back. Melbourne, stay back. Melbourne says, I have a family. Beamer, see it. Look at the little one. She just had the second one. He just can barely walk. She's just had that second one. Melbourne says, I don't know about that. Good girl, Lucy. Such a good girl. That's such a good girl, Lucy. I think I will leave her for just a little bit. Now, we can pick those babies up right now. And we need to doctor them. We're going to medicate them, give them a little medication. We'll put iodine on their feet, iodine on their belly button. And we've got a stuff that we'll feed them. I'm going to tag them. I'll put tags in their ears so we will always know those deer are Lucy's when they were born. Hi, Lucy. You did such a good job, girl.
Come on, Lucy. Come on, Lucy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Lucy.
Well, there we have it right there. That's a neat deal. There's Lucy and her family. There's Chris watching over grandmother. Got an Aaron Martin shirt on. That's pretty cool. But it's something, you know, they got to clean their bottoms and lick them. They get all shredded out there, and they have a hard time on that concrete. They have a hard time on that concrete. And that's why does lick so much right there. That's going to be her job. She's still licking on Chris there instead of licking on the babies. She's been licking the babies. Babies are eating. And got a few drops of milk. They just eat a lot when they're first day old. They don't eat much. They got little bitty tiny tummies. And they just get a little down. You watch that little tail wiggle. That means she's getting some milk out of there. And the other one's back there behind. They're going to explore their new territory here for a while. This will protect all three of them from, we haven't tagged them yet. We're going to do that. Might wait and do that this evening. I don't know. Kind of let them get used to their new surroundings here. Got a fan going over there. Put a little. It's hot in this building. It really is. They would probably be a little cooler out there in the shade, but if a coyote was to come by, their life would end really quickly. And the coyotes, they look for baby deer this time of the year. Well, we taped that down, and Lucy's eating the tape. No. That didn't work too good. That didn't work very good. Something about black tape and black wires. I don't think these deer are going to be very dirty with Lucy around. They're going to be good. And a little one laid down underneath Chris over there. And number 3 is had him something to eat there. She's got her hands full. She's got her hands full there with all 3 of them. There's going to be somebody looking for something to eat just about all the time. We'll see how it works out. We may have to supplement them a little bit with a bottle, but hopefully she can do all of the nursing for 3 of them. It's pretty unusual, I think, for a deer on her very first babies to have 3. Lucy's a champion, though. She's a great deer. She's been a good one. They're going to be totally safe here unless there happen to be a rattlesnake crawl in here or something. And my buddy across the road, it's got deer in a pen, raises deer over there, commercial hunting operation. I had a rattlesnake get under a deal that the deer crawled under a lot, and it bit 4 or 5 of them and obviously killed them. They can't take a rattlesnake bite, but hopefully there'll be no rattlesnakes get in this building. We don't really have many rattlesnakes get around the house much anymore. We've had a few over the years, but we've kind of thinned them out. Kind of thin the rattlesnakes out. Have a few copperheads, and we keep them pretty thinned out too. Lucy's going to be a busy mama for a while, and we'll be giving her all she wants to eat. Obviously, we'll keep plenty of food in front of her all the time. But they're going to explore their new home out. And that little guy is just eating away right there. He is eating away. This is pretty special. We've been waiting a long time for this. 201 days since Lucy's little teenage encounter with that big buck. It happened on June 29. June 29. Absolutely fantastic. They get after that milk pretty frequently. That one was laying down over there, just kind of minding its own business. And Lucy went over and started cleaning it a little bit more, and it went for the lunch bucket. It went for the lunch bucket, and it sure did. Those little tails go crazy sometimes. That one's not, their tail's not going crazy on that one. Sometimes when they start, they start getting the milk out. Watch your little tail go. It just goes wild. That's really something. Hopefully she's got enough milk for 3 of them. We probably will give them a little out of a bottle too. I don't know. We'll make a decision on that. I got a new Swiss Trax floor on order, so we will be actually taking all of this carpet up and putting a new Swiss Trax floor down. This is going to be red and white in here, or red and gray, not red and white. Red and gray. The other building's going to be green and gray, and we'll be doing a video showing you how we lay that Swiss Trax floor. I wanted one of those. That's what the NASCAR drivers have for their cars. So I got to have some for my Ranger and Tracker boats. But right now it's going to be a nursery here for the next couple, 2 or 3 weeks, so these guys get a little bit bigger and start running around outside. And we'll see what happens. We'll keep y'all posted on Lucy and her, I guess you could call it, a litter. Well, Lucy finally came back to the boat building with some coaxing. Quite a bit of coaxing. I don't know that you need to. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and shut that door? See what she does. Hits that button. Hoping that she's so enthralled with them that it won't bother her too much. She won't make a run for it. I know that door's going down. I'm going to go get the other one for you, girl. You're going to have to learn to be a good mama. You're doing great. We're not going to fool with them anymore. They're all yours now. They're all yours now, baby. Yeah. They're all yours. I think actually she got mad at me. And because, and then also Daniel and Houston and Emily came over and visited, and that was a lot of excitement for her. And I think she just got kind of upset, and she ran off the woods. She went back down to where she had them, and you know. But now she seems like her motherly instincts have taken back over. She's licking them, and they're eating like crazy. We actually gave them some colostrum. We went up to got some colostrum and up at the feed store and fed them some colostrum, but with the eyedroppers, they didn't really want to take it, but they're not having any trouble eating from her. We was afraid that, you know, with all the excitement and everything, and I really hesitated moving them, but where she had them, if a coyote had come along, they'd have been dead, and the little tiny one would not have made it, and the 2 bigger ones were wandering off in a lot of different directions, and kind of like having 3 kids at Walmart trying to keep up with all of them. Or worse than that, 3 kids at Bass Pro Shop trying to keep up with them, particularly they're all 3 boys. But anyway, I'm going to go get the other one and bring it over to her. Hopefully she's really got back into the mothering right here. She's licking them like crazy. The little tiny one is just so precious. It's just so small, but he seems to have a lot of up to him. So I'm going to go get the other one. He's underneath the table over here. I'm going to go crawl under there and fetch him out. And hopefully we got things going back on the right deal again. I've taken this whole day messing with this deer. I apologize for those emails that I didn't answer and texts I didn't get back to because take care of Lucy and the babies. So I have fetched the 3rd one, and there we go right there. That is what it's all about. That's pretty special right there. And it's getting down here. It's after 10 o'clock at night. But, well, they're needing some food. I guess the little tiny one finally got full. You can see that they're 3 totally different sizes. They mostly just lay around the first. These babies are really basically about 12 hours old right now. And they're one of them, I don't know, that one right there, I don't know if that's the one I just went and got or not. We're not going to tag these deer at all since they were born in the wild. They weren't born in a pen. We got a high fence operation here, and we could tag them, but we're not. We're going to leave them to be totally wild, just like Lucy. And, you know, we'll protect them here at night in this boat building, just like we are right here. And hopefully she turns into a pretty good mama. She acts like right now she's going to be. The other one's going to go over there and get him something to eat. And that is the main thing right there is them eating. That's the main thing. And hopefully she's got enough milk for all 3 of them, but we can't feed them with a bottle, and we probably will do that too to supplement them. There are a lot of deer breeders. We do a lot of studying on deer breeding, and there's a lot of deer breeders around that take all the babies away and raise them totally on a bottle. That way they know they're getting the proper amount of food and everything. But hopefully we're going to let Lucy raise these, because, by golly, she did a lot of hard work with these babies right here. She held out, stayed up on the porch, stayed away from that big 10-point buck and all the other bucks that were hanging around for a long time. Finally, she ran off with that big boy in December, her last chance to make it in the rut, and that's what happened. So she really had some fun out there while she was running around acting like a teenager. And so those are beauties right there. They're beautiful little babies, and they're less than a day old right now, but they're doing just beautifully. We have water out here. We'll obviously give her all the food that she wants. I just gave her some grapes and carrots and potatoes. You see this little guy here? He come over here to visit me. Yeah, okay, come over here to visit me. And the rest of them are anxious to get something to eat. They actually will feed them several times during the day, so she's just doing great right now. She's just doing so good. Hey, you're such a good girl. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Okay, you got mad at me, didn't you? She was mad at me for moving them. She really was. I gotta admit that. You know, you really shouldn't be messing with baby fawns, but since this is Lucy's, I just had to do this, because I just didn't want, especially with 3 of them, I just didn't want anything at all happening to them out in the woods. And where they were, they just almost didn't have a chance to make the night. I know they'll be fine tonight, and this one's coming over to see me. There he is. I know they will be fine tonight now. They will be fine in this boat building. They're chowing down there. Lucy's going to lick them and keep them good and clean. I think they're going to be fine. Chris has brought Lucy a big bowl of food there, and we'll give her all she wants. Uh-oh, she smells the food. She's got carrots, and potatoes, and bread, and cookies. I know everybody says you should not give her cookies. We shouldn't feed, they say you shouldn't feed deer the same thing you feed your grandkids and your kids. Oh, looky there, the little guy goes over and he says, I might have some of that too. But they've had them some good lunch there. She's got carrots and grapes and bread and Cheerios. She got Cheerios in there. Potatoes. Didn't put any Cheerios down there. And squash. We might give her some squash. Another going to go over there. There it is. So happy that their mama showed back up. And they'll be just fine tonight. Nathan's going to go over there, and they like to stay under a ranger boat. They love to get under a ranger boat. They get on the wheels. I'm going to have to watch it while they're in here. But we'll keep them in here during the night, let them run around during the daytime, and hopefully we can keep all 3 of them alive. Very difficult to keep a set of triplets alive, but won't it be special if we can? I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. Looks like Lucy's going to eat there, and all the little ones are eating. All 3 of them are eating. This is the end of the first day. They were born, the last one born about 10 o'clock this morning. Probably took her a couple hours to have all 3 of them. Look at the little tiny one there eating. But this is the end of the first day. It's getting kind of late at night. We're gonna leave them in here for tonight, and we'll keep you updated on Lucy's going on. So share this with all your friends. This is kind of a neat deal right here. A very unusual situation to be able to have triplets. Our first babies are triplets. So we will be posting a video every few days, in addition to all the other videos that we post on YouTube. So it's a great day, June 29. Triplets born on Twin Eagle Ranch. Oh my, that was something. That just, that tugs at my heartstring to see that happen. I saw 2 babies, and I just started congratulating Lucy. Lucy, you've done such a great job. Look what you've done. You have 2 beautiful little babies. You've done such a great job. And I was walking over to look at one. I almost stepped on the 3rd one. There was 3 of them there. And they're not afraid of anything at that age. They don't run off. You can just reach down and pick them up, which we did. And we brought them back and put them in the building. She raised them in the building. We left the door open. They were free to go. Of course, they didn't. She hid them out in the building until they were big enough to get out and walk around. And then they ended up becoming part of Lucy's herd. And we have, over the last couple years, lost all 3 of those deer. 2 we know that died, one of them within about 3 or 4 weeks. 1 left and never came back. He may still be running around here. We may be seeing him around here and not know it. But I just wanted to get you ready for what's about to happen. We are about to have babies here at the Twin Eagle Ranch. and it is so, so exciting. And a lot of those babies we're going to pick up and tag and doctor them and give them medicine the day that they're born or within 24 hours. Some of those, a couple of those babies, or at least one of those babies is going to be, should be a pure white albino deer. So it's going to be spectacular. So you're going to want to watch. You're going to want to share this with all your friends and let them know the babies are coming. And remember, I sure do love those babies, and I sure do love you.